Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I think the last video I kind of posted was like me talking about my pregnancy, which I actually don't think I made a video talking about that. I think I just posted it on YouTube, like as a post. But yeah, I'm still pregnant. Currently a little over 7 months. I am almost 29 weeks. And it has definitely been a very rough pregnancy. Like, I did not expect it to be as rough. And what I mean by that is I have been like getting sick a lot. Like I think thankfully like the last 3 weeks I've only thrown up like once. But it was to the point where I was throwing up literally every day. And it would be like multiple times I couldn't eat. I actually lost weight during this pregnancy. Uh, I've actually lost a bunch of weight, like kind of all together. Like I used, like I'll admit it, I used to weigh like 350 pounds. If you look back at my old videos, I do look a little bit different. Like you can kind of see like my collarbones and uh, yeah, I used to weigh about 350, and at the beginning of this pregnancy, I was down to 230, and now I think I'm down to about 225. But the lowest I got during this pregnancy was about like 218. So yeah, I ended up losing like 12 pounds, but then I gained some of it back because my last appointment I was back up to 225 because now the baby's growing rapidly. Another thing I also mentioned in that video I just remembered is I moved to Florida. Well, I'm actually back in Missouri now. We've been back for about a month now. We just kind of figured like this place right here with my parents is the best opportunity like for us to be able to save money, do all of this stuff, and we just kind of figured it was the best course of action for our daughter, which by the way, yes, is a girl. I'm not going to disclose her name, obviously, especially because you never know, like we might change it, which I highly doubt it, but we might. uh might end up being a boy because I've seen so many, like I know a few people who, like, either when their parents were pregnant with them, like they were told like, oh, you're gonna have a boy, and then they came out a girl. And then like a girl I work with, one of my she's my manager, she was told with her oldest boy all the way up until birth it's a girl. Nope. It was a boy. So you never know. But yeah, I have definitely changed a lot since filming. I am not very used to filming, so that's why I kind of keep like looking away because I'm not used to it. I also had to reshave my head because I don't know if I ever really talked about my condition, but I have something called trichotillomania, which is basically the like really like strong and bad urge to pull your hair due to like stress, anxiety, different things like that. And the longer you've been doing it, the harder it is to break the habit. And I've been doing it since at least the second grade. Like that's my earliest memory of doing it. So yeah, uh, a lot has definitely happened during this pregnancy. Definitely came out of nowhere. I will say that. I mean, it did, but didn't. I mean, obviously, we all know how babies are made, so it, you know, was a huge possibility. Especially because when I first got to Florida, I actually had to stop taking birth control due to the fact of like finances, and the doctors there are horrible, like price wise. Like, uh, my fiance Mike, he went to go like schedule an appointment, and they ended up like wanting to charge him like $300 just to be seen. I'm like, yeah, screw that. Um, so yeah, I kind of had to get off birth control, and yeah, so things happen. But yeah, I'm currently about 7 months. Like my stomach is very hard. She moves a lot, so she's gonna be one hyper ass baby. Uh, I'm definitely excited though. Like me and him are both so excited, like so ready to, be parents, which I'm not gonna lie, never thought I would ever say that. Like I'm gonna be completely honest, I've always been one of those people that I wasn't really fond of the idea of having kids. I mean, like if anything, like I was open to adoption, but like I did not know how my body would handle it. Now we know that it does not handle it very well. um, but yeah, like I always kind of, wanted adoption if anything. But, you know, things happen, and me and him definitely could not be any more happier. Uh, if anything, like it's kind of brought us even closer, which I didn't think was possible because me and him were already pretty close. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but like we have two different engagement rings now because the first one was passed down in his family from like his great great grandmother or something like that. And then he did another reproposal uh, and ended up getting me this ring. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a pink heart and it has like little like diamonds, on the side. I love it. So yeah, we don't really have any like plans yet for like when we're gonna get married or things like that. We're just gonna, wait for the baby to come and kind of plan from there. Especially because it's gonna, take some money to save up. Which we're not planning on doing anything big. We're probably just gonna do like a get together, do this a ceremony of some sort, get together like a barbecue or something. Like me and him are not picky, and how I look at it is as long as I'm marrying the man I love, which I am, that's all that matters. I would put him on camera, but one, he's sleeping because it's like 9:30 in the morning. But like he woke up at like 6:30 after I didn't go to bed till like 3, and he woke me up at like 6:30 with him. So I've been up since, running on like 3.5 hours. That's fun. But another reason is because he's not really like into the whole like being on camera thing, and I totally respect that. Not everybody likes being on camera. I know it took me a long time to, get comfortable in the front of the camera, which I'm still a little iffy on. So I know at one point I talked about how I worked at Subway like years ago. Why I work at Subway again? I actually work with one of my very good friends. She's my manager because they only have one manager. There's manager and then there's the crew people, and that would be one. I'm one of them. Um, but yeah, like I just started working because I mean we've only been here since like early July, so like not even a month. Um, but I've only worked like 2 days so far. And yeah, a lot of things have just been kind of happening. At this point, I'm just kind of rambling on, finding things to like talk about that, like, updates. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. Um, yeah, I can't really think of any like other, crazy things that have happened. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't really use too much social media except for like Facebook, and obviously I don't want a bunch of random people adding me, so I'm not gonna put my Facebook. But yeah, I guess subscribe. I don't really post often, as you can tell. Like you can go back, and I think the last time I posted was like right after I found out, so I was only like a month along, so it was about 6 months ago. Um, but I do post, cute little updates, and who knows, maybe like once the baby's here, I might post a couple like videos with her. I don't know, because I'm not gonna lie, I hate people that post videos of their kids like on YouTube and stuff because it just feels like they're like exploiting their children for views. So I might not. I don't know. If anything, I might post one video so you guys could see like, hey, baby's here. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys. Stay awesome. And I guess I'll see you whenever I make another update or have this baby.